When did I press start streaming? Maybe I just did it without realizing. Oh well, we're live. I need to edit stream info real quick though. Then I'll join Tyler in chat. 'Cause I do not remember pressing start, but I must have. Because we're going. At least I noticed before I said anything stupid, so. Sorry, I thought I had a sneeze coming. I promise it'll be actually entertaining here in a second. I'm just finishing things I meant to do while I wasn't live yet, but obviously I am in fact live. Also, for those that are aware, did this song still happen to play before Reforged came around? I don't remember the faction song playing. I also don't remember the Nightfall song playing or the Prophecies original screen playing. I haven't sat around long enough to see if the other two do play. Obviously, this is the factions one, though, but you know what I should do? I should jump into chat with Tyler instead of talking about this without him being here, but it's something I am curious about.
Hello.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was listening to your stream, and
that's fair.
I think if you're like creating a character for a specific thing, I think if you're on like the exclusive classes like Assassin, it will actually play the music.
Interesting, and it could, because I was gonna say Alona just came on, so it must play all of them now, and it's like that is such a welcome change, honestly, because it's like it's been 18 years probably since we've heard anything but the Eye of the North theme at the main menu. So
yeah, I'm not sure if that's a new thing or not, but
I want to say it. I want to say it is, but I could be wrong. Let me get in game though, because it's like I do love hearing the music for this, but it's like I should get in game so we can continue. If I remember correctly for this, I think we have to do a few missions because this does not lead directly into quests, because this does not lead directly into a mission.
We're like basically touching it though. So
yeah, it's not super. As I say, it's not super far away. How's your day been, by the way?
It's been pretty good.
Good. I think it's Ruins of Sirmia, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Okay. There's two quests there, so I just want... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. We could also go ahead and get, like, the Fort Piken skills, or... there's, like, a spot south of here that has your Mesmer skills as well.
Yeah, I would be fine with going there if you're fine with that. It's not an area very many people visit, but I actually think it's pretty... It's very... Very is a strong word. I think it's pretty enough.
Mm-hmm.
I do quite enjoy that area, so I would definitely be down for that, because it's like I'm pretty sure I've gotten 100% map completion on Prophecies. If not, it's pretty close. Let me grab the other quest from War Master Riga, just in case we happen to run across the other quest while we're there for the... Oh, that's not bad experience, actually. So I'll just grab it, and if we happen to do it, I will just... Okay, and Mirik the Shouter just shouts. I want to double check, since he was a named NPC. Okay, so I think I am ready. I don't think there's anything up there. No, okay. So I'm ready to proceed out then, if you are.
I am as well.
Okay. This guy is spamming. He's looking for Frontier Gate Fugitives quest a little too often.
Yeah. I think he did 2 at once at first.
I could believe it. I get that wanting to go with a group. Let's see. Well, Frontier Gate Fugitives, I think, actually kind of leads us towards that area you were talking about, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. I would really like if they would at least make it so that Guild Wars 1 soundtrack is available on Spotify, honestly. I don't know how feasible that is, though, just because of the whole Jeremy Soule situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I do really like the soundtrack for the first game, and even for base Guild Wars 2, I enjoy it as well, actually. Actually, that is probably one of the things I do like about Guild Wars 2 in general, now I think about it. The music for it has been particularly good, no matter who was working on it. Oh, nice. You got the minion skills. I just now put that together. I was a little slow on that.
Yeah. It was actually a pre-searing skill, but the issue is that there's not a lot of ways for me to deal damage yet, and so...
Gotcha.
If I'm the only human who's a DPS, I don't know if it's a good idea not to use
right
death yet, which is why I'm testing it now.
That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, it is better down the road, and admittedly, I don't know how good it is a test against enemies that dodge. That's my only other thought I have currently. Since these guys dodge a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand. Oh. I think we have to go up to go down, if memory serves, for this.
Oh yeah, you can see on the map there's this big black line.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think we've accidentally... By we, I think I've accidentally... not too bad, actually. Okay. Yeah, and there's that where you're talking about it's Serenity Temple, and it's like, I was trying to remember what it was called. As you said, it's not super far from here, if memory serves. Unless that's the name of the next mission. I can't remember at the moment, actually.
The next mission is the ruins of Sirmia or something.
That's right, yeah.
Hey, we've got a chest and a key on the ground.
Oh, I didn't even realize that until now. Nice. I'll go ahead and open that then. As I say, you don't get to do that every day. Most of the time, it's really only worth it to use lockpicks on hard mode. But I mean, you know, free items are free items, so I will gladly take a free item. So thank you for pointing that out, actually, because I did absolutely miss that.
I think it's currently like a lucky week that is giving us a bonus to keys and lockpick drops.
That works then. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we got some lockpick drops, that'd be really nice, because I say lockpick actually is account-based as opposed to character-based. So the more that you actually successfully lockpick and get lucky, the more likely you'll retain your lockpick instead of it breaking. Which actually is appreciated, too. I don't think it's a very high amount, but anything that goes ahead and helps you retain lockpicks is always beneficial.
Yeah, and if you get it super high, it does go pretty strongly in your favor. I think it goes up to 42%.
I think so, yeah. I think on normal mode, I think, yeah. I think hard mode, it goes up to like 30%, but still, that's not bad either, honestly. But yeah, I was gonna say, as long as it's programmed correctly, and I think it is for this one, I probably would have heard about it, but they're actually, like, 3-4 years back, was a thing that people in the Guild Wars community didn't know about. It was something that they added for, like, a anniversary event, and until one of the devs mentioned it, we didn't know anything about it, so then we had to go ahead and start doing a, Easter egg hunt in order to unlock it. It wasn't, like, amazing. They didn't unlock the, green weapon, but the fact there was still stuff to find.
Oh, yeah. Silver Edge or something.
Yeah.
Which is actually named after, like, the wiki guy who did a lot of stuff for the wiki, apparently, even after the game was mostly abandoned.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the person who runs the Guild Wars wiki, they're an MVP, because let's say that this is still, it works really well, is what I'm trying to say.
I know of a lot of good wikis, but even, like, with that in mind, this is probably, like, top 5.
Yeah, I'd say so, because I was gonna say, it's run really well. I'd probably say this one and maybe the Team Fortress 2 are the two best wikis for games I know of off the top of my head.
Yeah, for me, it's your old school RuneScape.
Okay.
Is the top one, I would say.
That's fair.
And Terraria is pretty close up there.
Interesting. I was gonna say, Terraria makes sense. I'm wondering if I found the right one for that, because obviously, typically they push fandom wikis first. And I've heard those aren't usually as good as other wikis, and I've definitely found that to be the case at the very least for Guild Wars'. Okay, so we're bringing Footman Tape back with it. All right. We'll lead him back to the Frontier Gate, and then we can pop over to Serenity Temple real quickly, since at least now there'll be no enemies. But yeah, I am glad that lockpicks are properly programmed for this. Actually, because
while we're here, I think it might make sense for me to, like, teleport us over here right after you send him back. And so we should accept this quest.
That's fair.
And then I can stand here and you can...
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a great idea. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. I wish I had Illusion of Haste with me now. Although I don't think Guardman Tate or Footman Tate here,
yeah.
You know, yeah. I think I killed Footman Tate the first time I did this quest, if I'm remembering correctly.
Like, just leading him through enemies, or...
No, because it's like, you saw you have 3 options there, so it's like you can kill him, tell him to run, or tell him that everything will be okay, so... I think I just straight up chose to kill him, and it's like, now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of feel bad.
I don't think it's possible to, because I did this on a different character, and I picked everything will be alright that time, and so I just knew that that led to following and I wanted to see if the other options worked, and it just didn't work.
Fair. Maybe I'm misremembering too, because I definitely had misremembered before.
It was also like a pre-searing rescue mission.
Yeah, for the Vanguard, yeah.
And so you might be thinking of times where he died like to Char while you were rescuing him or something.
I would imagine that that's correct, yeah. That makes sense to me. But yeah, I am thinking, like, for the lockpicking, not to keep focusing on that, but when they program Demon Souls, or even some of the Castlevanias, like Aria of Sorrow or Dawn of Sorrow, if I remember correctly, for Aria of Sorrow, luck doesn't actually help at all. And for Dawn of Sorrow, it's so minuscule that it's not even worth it. And then for Demon Souls, they actually programmed it so it made it worse. So it made it so that your common items would drop more frequently, but that would make it so that they took up the pool more often. So if you wanted a rare item, which you need for some upgrade materials for some of the weapons there, you get them less because of that. So you actually don't want to upgrade luck for that if you're looking for those achievements or those weapon drop or upgrade drops for those weapons.
Having luck make your character worse is definitely a decision.
It is, and you know, as much as I know it's a glitch because they did fix that later, it absolutely also screams Dark Souls, honestly. So it's like, you know,
Kind of, yeah.
I hate it, but yeah, this is, yeah, it's on brand. Frontier Gate Fugitives. Let me just double check everything's looking good for that.
Yeah, it says that it's been crossed off in the quest, so I'll go through the teleport thing.
Yeah, so it looks like we just need the other guy now, which is perfectly fine. I don't know if we're
also got this.
Go ahead, sorry.
This quest is what we're doing now.
Yeah,
just
which
defending
is
people on the other side of the teleport.
That's fine. Is that supplies for the Duke? Or yeah, no, maybe. I don't know what this one's called. Ooh, Storm Riders. These guys actually can be a little nasty. Or I'm thinking of the hard mode ones. I think I'm thinking of the hard mode ones.
Caravan in Trouble. This one
Thank
is
you.
one of the 3 generic.
Oh, that's already done.
Yeah, we've got the help of like the not currently henchmen, but
yeah, so they don't yeah, they don't become henchmen until later on. I do like the character interactions you can see between the characters that are meant to be you know, important, but I do find it interesting they don't incorporate those main characters as much. I know it's an MMO, so you're supposed to be the main character, but I still find it interesting because they were trying to push for them, but at the same time they didn't push fully for that. So it's just interesting to me, I guess.
Yeah, it's like entirely possible that you never meet them, I guess, is what
Yeah.
you mean.
Exactly. It's like I'm pretty sure that's what I did for my first playthrough, if memory serves. I basically just never saw them at all, so excuse me. I'm gonna make sure we're going the right way to Serenity Temple. If we take a right, we will be.
Yeah. We go due west through that opening in the cliffs.
Yeah.
Or mountain.
I just want to double check because it's like, I am seeing the other Frontier Gate Fugitives missions a bit of a far way away, so if we wanted to save that for another time, I am okay with that, so we can continue on with the main quest.
Yeah, I think put it on hold indefinitely is what I would say, because it's
That's
just
fair.
a random... The XP is not bad, but other than that.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll put it on hold, and then if I decide to come back to this character for anything, I can always do it another time. I will be curious how many people are at this outpost, because I don't think I really remember anybody being here too terribly often, but I could be misremembering too, so.
Yeah, I think you need to be either an elemental or a mesmer or something to utilize this.
Yeah, I
Other
think
than
that's...
just it existing.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I'd assume there's another one for Necromancer. I might know which one it is in my head, but I can't remember what it's called.
It's just that most things go to Pike and Square instead.
Oh, does it? Interesting. Because I know that there's something nearby the, tar pits, and I was trying to, remember the name of that one, but I still can't remember the name of that one, so...
I'm not sure what the tar pits are, so...
That's right, they're just part of the more northern parts of Ascalon where the Char reside, somewhat.
Oh.
If I'm remembering correctly. I could be misremembering too.
Oh, you are able to craft weapons here, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you don't have the pre-order stuff, that does happen to be pretty beneficial then. You know, there's more people here than I was expecting, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a lot of people, but as you said, not a lot of people really need to come here, so...
Yeah, the weapons is the one reason for anyone to come here.
Yeah.
I guess, besides the mesmers.
Now, where's the merchant?
Oh, it's right by the entrance.
Oh, you're right. There's one more quest over here, though, so I'm gonna grab that real quickly.
I think both of those are mesmer for one skill, because I don't see either of them.
I say that could be. Yeah, I was gonna say one could be monk as well. Yeah, this one does look like monk for Shenna up here. Yep, I guess this is another one of those missions we get to help Devona with, because speaking of not getting to see these characters very often, this is more than I've ever really seen of them in missions. So I guess we'll have to see how far these quests go for Pockmarked Flats. Don't sell that. And I am ready if you are.
Hold on.
Oh, take your time. It's fine. I'm going
Now
to...
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Devona's out here.
Yep, I was gonna say, speaking of characters we don't get to see very often, Devona... Oh, do I have to talk to her?
Yeah, I think you might need to. I tried,
Yeah,
and she
that's
just
fair.
looked at me.
Very Devona-like. Oh, okay. Oh, this just takes us back to the Eastern Frontier, so alright. I guess I'd better, get unnatural creatures at the same time while we have Devona, because then it'll reduce the amount of backtracking we have to do, so...
Yeah.
You said most of your Necromancer skills are probably in Pike and Square, then?
Yes.
Okay.
The two remaining ones, and then also just in the area are archer things or ranger.
That's fair. So we can definitely do Pike and Square then after this, or do you want to wait till the next mission and then do Pike and Square?
I think let's do Pike and Square because the next
Okay.
mission sends us past that point.
Okay.
And then we can just, after Pike and Square quests, we can just blaze through the rest of the missions.
Fair.
Not that there's many of them left.
No, yeah. There is some here and there. I know there's at least one important one later on, because it'll give you Capture Signet, which is meant to somewhat subtly tell you about elite skills, but I didn't even pick up on that the first time that I played Guild Wars. Somebody had to explain to me that I could capture elite skills, because I did not get that the first time at all. Wow, yeah, I was gonna say, as you said, that's just a lot of keys dropping.
They're all going to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know why that is. Oh, Storm Rider. Oh, hey, there's that boss I was looking for. It's coming right for us.
Grand Mind Venom.
Yeah. Which I don't think he's gonna live very long, is what I'm, looking at. Okay. Now we can do Devona's quest, but we'll just, I'm trying to remember what this Devona quest is called.
Would it not be south of here?
No, so Devona's quest actually leads us back to Eastern Frontier.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I was just misreading the Frontier Gates quests, and so I thought that the Eastern Frontier was like a subsection of Pachman Flats.
I mean, I can understand that. That makes sense, yeah. We might be able to get up and around, actually, to the north. We'll find out. Not sure.
This is how we entered here earlier, so, yeah.
Is it? I thought we went down to the lake and then came around.
Well, we went slightly, like, deeper in, like, closer to the crystal, but...
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if we could go around this way specifically that we're going, but it looks like we can.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Everything is being reserved for you.
Yeah, I don't know why either. It's just, I saw that, at least it was just green, but I hear what you're saying. Like, I don't know why it's all coming to me. That is nuts, though.
Because, yeah, I am trying out, like, just having a little bit of marksmanship to use a bow.
Right.
And so I, like, clicked on the bow, and then I clicked on the die, and then everything just immediately translated to you.
That's fun. That is funny. I am sorry to hear that, but it is funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But still, when you get money, it's like... That's, like, one of the things I don't have in this game. Aside from rare crafting materials, I'm always short on money in this game. Probably because I'm really bad with it. One day I won't be.
At least, I think the damage is worse than the one I just crafted there.
That's unfortunate, then. No, wait, that's... Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's not a big deal for me, I guess.
Right. Okay, Devona's still with us. Good. I worried for a second.
If her quest goes this way, I don't see how she could leave us. Which was why I went through.
No, I hear you. I just wasn't sure if she had to walk through first, because if it was, like, a very specific way of programming.
It seems like NPCs just need to get within like a couple meters of the gate.
That's you. I would say that's usually. Yeah. If that's not always correct, that's usually correct. Oh, there's Footman Tate again. Do we have to do them both at the same time, or? That's interesting.
I don't think so. That is weird, though.
Yeah, no, you're right, because it's still registering that it's taken care of, so... Is it showing in yours that it's taken care of? Taken care of out of
Yes.
curiosity? Okay. That is funny.
The Footman Tate has surrendered as dashed through.
Yeah.
We can have him back in our party, though.
Hey,
He does
fair, that
stuff.
works. I guess that it just happens to be one of those things, I guess, which is fine. Oh, there's those Char.
Is that the Devona quest endpoint?
Yeah, I'm trying to find where Devona went, though.
Oh, shoot.
Devona, where'd you go?
It should be a triangle on the map or something.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't glitch her out by getting Footman Tate or something.
Hopefully. I'll just see if she's back here real quickly. If not, I don't know what happened. Oh, there she is. Devona, what are you doing back there? Do I have to talk to her a second time? Oh, okay. Now she's coming. Okay, then. I have no idea what she was doing. I'm hoping to make it to you in time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We got a bit too ambitious.
Yeah, I get how that goes. If you can come to me, I can get you healed. Yeah. Oh, I'm stuck on the stairs, stuck on the stairs. Yeah. Ah.
Oh.
I'll get you. I almost had you in time, and then... Oh, somebody else got you. Okay. Devona, you're not helping down there. Get up here.
At least she'll be here when we need to finish the quests.
That's true. There we go. Let's see. Oh, Christmas healers. Turn to Priestess Rashena for your reward. So we're good there. So I guess that now we just need to... We'll come back to that in a second, but... Ruins of Sirmia now. Devona, what are you even doing, girl? Whatever. Ain't got time for that.
I think it'd be faster to just teleport to Frontier Gate.
You know, that's a good point. Okay, let's go ahead and meet over there then.
And you can do Serenity Temple as well. If you
Yeah,
wanted.
I'll take care of those quests real quickly. You're right. Now that you're saying that, it's like that is a bit faster. I don't mind exploring, but at the same time, I do understand.
Yeah, we've explored that spot already.
Mm-hmm. I know infused health isn't necessarily bad, but... Pardon me. That's not bad, admittedly, for... If we had any melee, but we don't really. Did you see if the Statue of Melindrew had a quest for you in Serenity Temple, now that I think about it?
I didn't see any quest markers anywhere.
Yeah, you have to kneel at the,
Oh.
thing. I don't know there is one, because there wasn't one for Monk. But I figured I would ask.
Well, I do have a Melandru stalker, so I can check.
Fair.
But there is not.
That's fair. I just figured it would... Well, I was thinking about it, it's like... Because I know that they did have one for, earlier, so I wasn't sure if they were doing it again here, so...
Yeah, I think it's just the one, though I guess I never checked for.
I don't think they typically have quest either, so I can understand that as well.
Actually, let's meet up at Sardillac Sanitarium so that we can do the hike and square stuff.
Okay. Oh, that'll be good. What do I want to get rid of, though, is the question. I guess I'll get rid of either feast. It's domination, man. I mean... That'll be fine for now. Sorry, I just got a hex removal, so it's like, you know, it's not the best hex removal for me, probably, but having hex removal probably isn't bad to have, either.
Yeah. Another example of enemies fighting each other.
Oh, that's true, yeah. I didn't even think about that till now.
It's basically like if they don't share the same, like, base version, like Stone Elemental or Grawl, then they'll fight.
True, yeah.
Or Gargoyle. I think
I thought
we
we
can take
could go.
advantage of more of this.
Fair. Yeah, because I was say these girls are almost dead. That's a good point. Oh. There's a granite slab back there for you if you want it.
Oh. Elementals are not good for me though, because I can't exploit them for corpses.
That's true.
They're not
That's
fleshy.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
also, I've got a bleed skill for my bow, so even in my ranger skills, I'm not able to fight well.
Yeah, that'll happen, unfortunately. Now, I do know that there's a outpost in the Shiverpeaks later on that does sell some specific skills to that outpost. I don't know if there's any for monk or for either of our classes. I know there is for elementalist, but
I think it's always like a certain amount for each class, but I might
that's
be
fair.
wrong.
That would make more sense, honestly, because it's like I just can't remember which one is which, but I like that area anyways. It used to be necessary, if I'm remembering correctly, because it was one of the PvP areas before they made it so you just had the PvP islands instead of having to go to specific outposts to do PvP. Admittedly, I kind of missed that. That's been a very long time since they changed that, so it's not even really remembered that much.
I do remember the icons, but I had no memory of what they meant until I started playing again.
That makes sense, yeah. And, I mean, as I said, I don't think the PvP outposts have been around for 19 years, because I think as soon as Factions came out, or maybe it was Nightfall, they were gone.
Well, I didn't get into the game until you could buy the Game of the Year edition of Eye of the North, so they definitely didn't exist while I played then.
Fair.
Or they didn't have a use.
I was just trying to...
So I've got Ranger Quest, the Char staging area, and we both have supplies for the Duke that are like in this area.
Yeah, so we can do a couple things while we're here as well.
And we can turn in quest item from the ambassador.
That's true. Recruits for Hollis? That's right. We didn't bring the recruits. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. They just get us a healing Ankh. So.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just, yeah. I was trying to find the information for the old PvP outpost, but I'll have to search for that later.
I think my quest is across this bridge.
That's fair. That should lead to Pike Square as well, if memory serves.
Well, we go underneath this bridge for
That's
Pike
right.
Square.
That's right,
this
yeah.
is a dead end. Once we leave Ascalon, though, I'll be less familiar with locations.
That's fair. Oh, look out. Coming.
Yeah, I forgot that the henchmen are following me right now, so I can't just know if you're here by the amount of people.
That's fair. I was saying, I am here. They just all started going for you really quickly.
Yeah, I wish they were better about having fighters go in front of you.
It would be nice, yeah. Oh, we got 2 healers here. I didn't even realize that at first. No wonder they're not wanting to die.
Oh my gosh, how did he go all the way back up so quickly?
2 healers. I'm doing what I can, though. I'm trying to drain their energy.
I bursted him down, and then suddenly he was full again within a few seconds.
That will happen on occasion. It is annoying. Give me 1 second. I saw one of my friends just went live, so I am trying to load into their stream for lurking, and that's it. I'll just follow after you. Well, Twitch may just be being laggy then. Oh. Oh, Cat, when did you get here?
I liked this NPC that we're about to encounter when I got here.
Yeah, I do too. So, funny story about NPCs while I'm thinking about it. There's a mission later on where I didn't realize it was an NPC at the time, so I thought somebody was PMing me that they needed help, so I PM'd back the NPC and did not realize for the longest time that was an NPC because they never responded back, so it's like... I just felt really stupid realizing that, but at the same time, you know, it's like... Guild Wars was probably, like, aside from RuneScape, my first big MMO. That's like, I mean, back then, it's like, MMOs existed, but there weren't many of them at the time, and there wasn't, aside from, like, shooters and stuff, there wasn't a lot of popular online games, I would say. That was definitely a new concept to me.
That little delay in when it becomes yours as well as throwing me off.
Yeah, I can understand that. Man, I think I came to Pike and Square my first time, like, fresh out of pre-searing, and it was not a pleasant experience, because it's like, this is just fine being level 9, but coming, like, level 4, or whatever I was, it's like, this was miserable.
Yeah, they force your henchmen to be 3 unless you come, like, all the way from Fort Rannoch.
Yeah.
And
so, like, what...
Then you got 1 level 7
Mm-hmm.
you.
Like, with the 2 of us, this is fine, because we have 2 9s, but outside of that, it's like, ooh, buddy, that's, I guess they are trying to encourage playing with real people, which I appreciate. I do. But I am also so glad they added heroes eventually.
Yeah.
And heroes was the right move, because for, obviously, the longest time... Obviously, Guild Wars Reforged at the moment, or Guild Wars had the Reforged update, which has helped player counts, but for the longest time, there was not as many. So it did happen to go ahead and help sustain the game.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the, like, best decisions for permanent play, is to allow you to just have NPCs instead of players.
Absolutely, no, I do. And even, not even... I'm not going to say great AI for the NPCs, but decent, I would say. Decent for the heroes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if they were the same level of AI for the henchmen, heroes may have not been as well received. Oh. Pardon me. I should be paying a little more attention to Stephen. Or Stefan. Good old Pike and Square.
And here's a bunch of random quests.
Yep, and they're going in the queue. Probably never to be touched.
Yeah. Is the Duke's daughter an important one, this one that Vigo gives? Because it mentions Althea.
If you want more lore for the game, I would say yes. But if you don't, it's fine to skip. So that one's up to you.
I think it might be close. If it's close to the mission, like to leave, then I might do it.
That's fair. Yeah, it might by the time we get over there. So I do see it's a fair amount of ways currently, but that could change. I'll say we do have an easy quest here where it's just teleporting over to Ascalon, so can't hurt to do that, I guess.
Which one is that?
The Undertaker Cortus over here. And he might have another quest for you too, since he's a necromancer.
Yeah, but that is a necromancer only one, so I'm confused how you have that, I think.
Let me see, because all I got was casualty report, and all it gave me was 150 experience. So there might
I
be
guess
two.
that's not exclusive to necromancer then. That's the one that I got, and
Oh,
it does
fair.
give me a skill.
Yeah, that one does not give me a skill, so.
I spawned indecently close.
Nice. I'll say, I think I'm right behind you, actually.
Yeah, we spawned together because we teleported together.
Oh, fair. I guess I forget that happens. Oh, there's another quest from War Master Titus, too.
Yeah, and it has got a Serenity Temple.
Hey, that works. I was gonna say. That's it. Oh, that one even... I was gonna say, that one even gives gold.
Yeah, gold and 500
Yeah.
XP.
So not too shabby at all for that one.
1,000, but there's a lot of 250s.
Yeah. And for just teleporting in real quickly, it's like, this isn't so bad.
Yeah, it goes through the whole process of how to get here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thankfully, you suggested we come here earlier, so this just makes it very easy. And beneficial, too, so.
Oh wow, we got even closer.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can't get much better than that.
For one of my quests, I do need to return to the Ranger, so I think I'm gonna do that through Old Ascalon this way, because then we can even turn in the Ambassador quest.
Yeah, as I say, we got like 3 quests I think we can turn in, because we also have the one we got in the Port Rannoch mission, too, that we can turn in, so.
Oh yeah, deliver my wife a message.
Yeah.
Or a message to my wife.
And we might need to pop into Fort Rannoch real quickly to finish that, but it's not like that would take very long, because it was right at the beginning of the mission, so. And I might be wrong about that, too.
Oh,
I am wrong about that, okay.
Oh, we can do it like another one because we can lead the recruits.
I was say, that's up to you, because I was say, it's not like super far from here, but if you don't want to, I would understand.
Well, the whole idea was to go to the archer, who was already like 3/4 of the way there.
Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Then I say, may as well go ahead and get it all taken care of then.
We'll go through the northern path. They got distracted by a devourer already.
Yeah. The Devourer's almost dead, though. There it goes. Okay.
They're not even listed as allies, which feels off to me.
Yeah, a lot of them are like that for the earlier mission, or for the earlier For prophecies. For factions in Nightfall and Eye of the North, it does start to get better. But you're right, because it's like, boy, it sure would be nice to be able to more easily heal them by clicking them in the bar.
Yeah, or know where they are as
That,
well.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's why I was looking for them on the list.
Fair.
Maybe Sebastian will have... No. I was wondering if he just happened to be part of another quest we have.
Fair. I do like post-Syrian, but I am really looking forward to the Shiverpeaks once we get there. One of my favorite songs of like any OST is in the Shiverpeaks. You can hear it anytime, but there's an outpost in the Shiver, like it would be later too, because it's like we're in the southern Shiverpeaks. No, northern.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're going to the northern one rather. So
Yeah. There's a outpost in the southern Shiverpeaks where you can hear it much more frequently, but there's still a possibility to hear it. I do really like it. So I think, and I do know what it's called, Over the Shiverpeaks, and I think it's a very pretty OST, honestly. Just remember what it's called now.
Recruits are still here. I've got dodge now.
Nice.
So I can choose to have a sprint action. I don't think I have the stuff, the mana to do it right now, though.
Fair. But hey, at least it's available.
And I also got Quickening Zephyr in case I want things to cost more energy.
Fair. Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, that can be beneficial for against the enemy, but that's about it.
Yeah. It's quickening, so it, like, increases how often I can cast stuff, but my issue isn't speed of casting, it's mana of casting.
That's fair.
Maybe once I get 12 Soul Reaping or something.
That could be. That makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, Soul, that would help a lot.
Okay.
Let me talk to Hollis.
Yeah.
That's done. Then, yeah, I guess all we gotta do is go back to Undertaker Cordis for now, because I don't think there's anything else.
Like, so there's one that's like universal that has us go to the west, and then I think two of mine basically have us exit here to the south.
That's fine, yeah. I mean, you did my missions with me earlier, so I definitely don't have a problem. Let me just see if yeah, let me tell my inventory real quick.
Magic.
Do you want to keep that? Sell that. Keep that. Sell, sell, sell. Oh, yeah.
So we as a collective will need to do supplies for the Duke.
Which, that's fine.
Well, not need, but we should probably want to for the skills.
Yeah.
And then mine are like char that we're doing with char reinforcements, which we do with Aiden, the ranger guy.
Right.
And fallen soldiers, we need to collect family crests.
Okay. It's fine. I can take care of that stuff later.
Yeah, I didn't intend to leave.
No, that's fair. I understand. Hey, at least our henchmen aren't level 3 anymore, right?
Yeah. I do kind of wish henchmen were like based on the area you're standing in and not where you grab them or your most recent outpost.
Gotcha. Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fallen soldiers is gonna have me basically go with where supplies for the Duke is.
That works at least then. That helps 2 birds, 1 stone. Excuse me.
We're ambushing char that are by that bridge, I guess.
That's a lot of
Or
char
maybe
over there,
it's
too.
these ones. It's a good thing we've got a level 10 helping us then.
That, yeah. Let's say, as is, even with these guys only being 3 levels higher, it does feel a lot better, truth be told. Well, it does feel a lot better.
Oh, now
Sorry.
we're going south, actually.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Fair.
Well, not if...
No, I understand. I was just figuring if we had to go to the bridge, it'd be a good idea to grab these guys now so we didn't have to fight them all at once. But if we don't have to at all, it's like, oh, that's a little late for that now. I was trying to have some foresight, it just didn't work.
Yeah, I expected the path to be pretty obvious, but then Aiden decided he wanted to go backwards.
Fair. Yeah, I was wondering about those chests over there, so I guess that is where we're supposed to be going.
Yeah. Pillaging the char supply depot. And we go further south to kill Kargoth.
Fair. Oh, I guess I thought this was part of the quest. I mean, I'll take free
the
items.
chests are, I think.
I was fair, I was gonna say, I mean, I'll take free items, don't get me wrong.
They might always be here. I haven't, like, gone out of my way to check, but they're
Right.
definitely a lore-wise key point in the quest.
So I do know that the Necromancer and the Ranger are 2 different colors on bosses, but it would kind of be
This is
nice.
dark, so it's Necro.
It is, but it'd be nice if they were a little more distinguishable sometimes. They are different, but they're somewhat similar at the same time, so it does throw me off a little bit, which is probably more a me problem than anything else, truth be told. Hey, then we gotta do another quote. We gotta do Duke for the supplies. We're not going back. We're not going to Pike and Square yet, buddy.
Yeah, at this point now, I think if we just follow supplies for the Duke, we'll finish both my quests and yours, or our collective one.
Yeah. We may as well do the siege of Pike and Square while we're here, since it's right next to us too. We already did it all.
Oh.
Alright, as long as we don't call them all into us. There we go. Okay.
That is awkward.
Yeah. That rock is a little weird, to say the least. Shrine. There we go. Maybe. Okay, yeah. I just was trying not to get all 5 at once, if possible.
Yeah. Our captain has that glaring issue of healing signet.
He does. I was noticing that too.
Boss, I think.
Oh, and then he throws shield stance too, which is not making it any easier. Like, now you can't do any damage to me. It's like, very cool. But it worked out okay. But you're right. I was definitely noticing that too. How I was like, he is not wanting to die. Oh, pardon me. Lava hot. I think probably across the bridge will be fast. I don't know. If we do... Go ahead, sorry.
I think north might be better, because Fallen Soldiers, I've noticed, actually is slightly further north than the other one.
Fair. I was also just noticing all the enemies back there. It's like, well, we could go that way, but this does seem easier, which is perfectly fine by me. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, yep, there's those fallen soldiers, all right.
An Overseer on one side and a Martyr on the other.
Yeah. Thankfully, at the very least, they don't do a crazy amount of damage, so that works out pretty well.
If they can't reach each other, they can't spam their healing on each other.
That's true, too.
Uh-oh.
I think we'll be fine. We got this. Hopefully. That is a lot more hexes than I was expecting, though. I'm not gonna lie. I got you. 1 second. And there we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're making pretty good work.
I got rid of the healers.
Fair. So it was scary for a bit, and definitely getting the healers down, but it was going in our favor at the very least, so that's good. Oh, there's a chest there.
I think I need to click all 10 of these independently.
Fair. I'll go ahead and just get this warrior down while we wait then.
So we do need to head south now, though, for supplies
Yeah.
for the Duke.
That's what I was noticing. I was hoping that, getting these char out of the way, we could kind of loop around a little, backtrack a little bit back to there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like that should be doable, at least. Oh, there's a boss to our left. Shouldn't be anything too bad, but definitely something to keep an eye on.
Hateful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if this was later, when you might have an elite, like a full skill bar, or if it's hard mode, I'd probably be scared of him, but honestly, bosses in the early game, for the most part, unless they're like really high above you, aren't too scary, truth be told. Yeah. Once they get a full skill bar, though, that's... or just like boosted attributes, then they can get really scary. I'll have to buy another identification kit here eventually.
Do we need to lead them back or just
I think we
them?
do. I think we do.
Oh yeah, escort.
Hold on, let's see if we can, are they going that way?
They're following me, so we could just walk around.
Yeah, I was gonna say, probably it'll be faster, because then we don't have to deal with enemies that way.
And they are level 4, not like the level 10
Yeah.
tanky guys that we've been having.
Yes, they'd probably go down... Oh, their AI is getting a little... Yep.
Lagging or...
I think their AI is getting a little stuck. I think you're right.
They created, like... It felt like they were creating a line. I wasn't sure how intentional that was.
Fair. I understand. It's quite easy to multitask in this game and then look over and you're not quite going the right direction.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually just looking backwards to make sure that the supply bearers are still all here.
That's fair too.
I've been like clicking at the bottom of the screen while looking at the top.
Fair. I understand.
And also been like looking at my map at the same time.
Right.
I've got like the mission map thing pulled up that has the dotted line that I'm following.
That makes sense. Yeah. I'll be honest, I never knew it was called Mission Map until you just said that and I pulled it up.
Yeah, it is a weird name.
I'm fine with it. I always just thought of it like a mini map as opposed to a mission map, but I don't mind. Mission map is perfectly acceptable.
This is the mini map, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah. That makes sense.
I do wish both of them had each other's features though.
Yeah. So it would be nice if you could draw on the mission map and then yeah.
Now to accept like 15 quests. Oh, I got weakened armor, like you mentioned last time.
Nice.
It's a curse.
Yes, it is a curse, so that's fair. As I said, it is a good skill, but yeah, that is fair.
I think it specifies on armor weakening things that like it can't go below 60, which I don't think we'll see for a while.
Yeah, it can't, and that's why Mesmer is typically considered like really good just because it ignores that part. Because yeah, but it still is good to help, you know, like the melee dealers. But it's like, yeah, if you're not doing curses, then that's a good point. I forgot it was curses actually.
I think curses are fine in theory. I just don't have enough skill points to go into debuffs and damage.
Yeah, and I understand that entirely.
So, right when enemies get more armor and I get more levels, which should happen at the same time, I can start using it.
Fair, that makes sense. I don't know if I'd say 5 wood planks is highly salvageable, but it's fine.
It's a relative thing, because
yeah,
you're getting like 1 or 2 from normal salvage stuff.
That's true, yeah. Because, apparently I had wood planks anyways already. Okay. And that's true. Like, later on it will be more, because obviously, yeah. I guess I just forgot how few you get early game, so that's probably a fair amount of it for me personally. Okay. I think we have enough time to... Do we want to do Ruins of Sumeria real quickly, and then next Sunday run through the 2 quests in Ascalon still?
Sure.
Okay.
Also, here.
Oh, thank you.
Tapestry shred thing.
I appreciate... No, I understand. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'll teleport us to Frontier Gate.
Yeah, I think it's literally like 5 feet outside of Frontier Gate or something.
It's not very far. We just have to take a left instead of a right. Now, that being said, this area is a pain in the butt on hard mode, and you'll see why once we get there. Like, if you're doing Vanquishing, this is just... The right side is fine. The left side is not pleasant.
It's not as close as I thought, but you can still see the portal from our previous mission.
It is very close, so I understand entirely. Well, we may not have gone to the next mission, but I was gonna say I'm about halfway to level 10 now, so got a decent amount of experience.
I'm pretty close to that. A little
Yeah.
bit further, but
Right.
probably a little under 3/4.
That makes sense. And yeah, these Eulodites on hard are a pain in the rear. I think this is just an overlook, and you can't actually get down from here. I forgot about that. That is... Yep, okay. That's exactly what it is. That's a shame. Okay. I have to go the long way, then.
Oh man. To deal with all 5 at once.
Yeah. I mean, we did that earlier, so it'll just take a little bit of time.
Yeah. And I've managed to deal with their healers super fast.
Nice. Hey, that works then. So we do have a couple coming from behind us.
Oh. I didn't realize those guys would travel this far. I saw them behind us, but assumed they were a non-issue.
I didn't think they'd travel that far either.
Oh no, it does have heal area.
Yeah.
I thought it might only have heal other, and so that might be why I was able to deal with it.
Yeah, and even those two skills, with how much they pump into healing magic in hard mode, can be quite a nuisance. At least I found it to be so, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Then, since, as you said, this Friday, Winter's Day starts, at least we'll be able to get some Winter's Day drops, too, when we do this. On Sunday and Monday.
Mm-hmm. Winter's Day is apparent. I mean, it goes until, like, the 2nd or something, so we'll be able to maybe even do it on these characters if we speed through the Frost Zone.
Yeah, I was just say, I think, honestly... As you were saying, I don't think there's as many side trips we have to take at the moment. I wouldn't mind visiting the areas later, but since Winter's Day is going on, I wouldn't mind just speeding to Lion's Arch currently.
Yeah, I think the one optional thing is like maybe mission quests, but most of those are along the way, and then
yeah,
or skill quests, I mean, and then the one. Family ties? No, not. No, but.
Oh, sorry. I was grabbing the quest for later. I apologize. I know that the mission is coming up here before too long.
Yeah, it's like halfway through or something.
Yeah. So it's like I figured we'd at least throw it in like we were talking about last week, so we can get coins and such.
Yeah, the Duke's daughter is what I was thinking of.
Yeah. And we can get gold for this too, at least. Let's head back. We won't do the hard mode, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'm not able to do hard mode on anything yet because I think you need to finish like the entire main scenario.
I think that sounds correct. Then yeah, as you said, next time we should be able to get through both because these are pretty much back to back if memory serves.
Yeah.
So that should be pretty easy. Let me just sell this stuff. All right, and yep, as I say, that is about 8:30. So I will say next Sunday then at 1 o'clock again, and we shouldn't have any interruptions, so it should be 1 to 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If
So
we
sorry.
get through
Yeah.
like a mission per hour, we'll be almost to Kryta or whatever. Lion's
Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah, because yeah, I think we should be able to because it's like these next two quests are pretty much back to back. I guess the only thing to keep in mind is if probably should check Zaishin missions for the next couple days, see what's coming up. But aside from that, it's like so okay. I'm going to go ahead and get off the voice call. Thank you again for joining me, Tyler. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yep. Thank you as well.
Of course. You make sure you have a good day and God bless. Appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead, leave. I'm going to find somebody for us to raid. And it is, as I say, it is open to other people who'd like to join us if they're interested. It really has been a pleasure playing with Tyler and revisiting my childhood, is what I'm trying to say. My brain was not fully processing that for some reason. We got 2 in Junie. I don't know what young Blake was playing. I'm gonna lurk and punches.
It's fishing.
Oh. No, I think I'm just gonna end for tonight, honestly. I'll be back tomorrow with Xenoblade Chronicles X. So until then, you make sure you all have a wonderful night. God bless. Remember that God loves each and every one of you. Go and see no more. Pax Abonum. Thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. You all have a wonderful day. God bless.